And today, like a bunch of dumbass overdeveloped monkeys, we live in these concrete jungles alone between four white walls. The time I spent last month, for pretty much the whole month living in the Costa Rican jungle, was the most wonderful, tranquil experience of my life. It was the most human experience of my entire life. Making time in nature has to be a central part of my routine now. It's a really fucking good decision, especially for someone like me that lives in a big, busy, traffic-ridden, noisy, chaotic city. And lastly, the key thing I see when I look back at our ancestors was exercise and nutrition. We, me, you, us, our generation, are the most inactive, sedentary group of humans of all time, according to the data. Our lifestyles are gradually becoming more and more still, more sat down at our desks, glaring into these illuminated glass screens in office blocks. We don't need to hunt and gather anymore, right? Like our ancestors did, which was a huge source of their physical activity and exercise, because we've got Deliveroo and Uber Eats. Some guy will bring me any food that I want to my door in 25 minutes. And I'll be honest with you, it's not always good food. It's usually, full of sugar and artificial substances and things like caffeine, which move our mood one way or the other. And also, back then, we would literally carve and scavenge for the tools that we needed to make our food. Today, Amazon Prime, that shit will be here tomorrow. I've included this sort of terrifying graph in my book that shows the gradual decline of human activity, and I've placed it against the graph of obesity and sugar consumption, and it makes for a pretty alarming read, right? We're not living like humans anymore. We live like lazy, gluttonous gorillas who would increasingly rather go under the knife on a surgeon's table to change our appearance than make a simple lifestyle change. Not very human at all, is it? So no wonder we don't feel so human these days. If this is how you're living, certainly how I was living, then you should expect to not feel great because you're not living in accordance with your own natural way of being. It's crazy. It's crazy that the new age cures for our new age problems all seek to take us back 10,000 years. Meditation and digital detoxes are there to still our mind, healthy nutrition to cut out modern junk foods, therapy, friendships and human connection to rid us of the loneliness and to connect us back to our tribe. These feelings of loneliness and anxiety and depression are often, according to the science and my own personal experience, nothing more than a calling from our body to get back to our tribes, to be a little bit more human, not to find ourselves, but to rediscover who we were, who we are as humans.